right, welcome back everybody. Hopefully you guys are having an awesome weekend and had an awesome week. Hanging out with Pop-Tart for just a little bit today, or on video. I've had her out for probably an hour and she's been doing extremely well. Being out, just trying to socialize with her, trying to get her temperament as nice as possible. And she's been super sweet since the day I got her. So I really haven't had any issues with her, trying to tame her down or anything like that. I guess I've been pretty lucky with the snakes that I have been owning, since none of them really need to go through a lot of, I guess, handling sessions or training sessions. Whoa, sorry about that. Pop-Tart is getting a little crazy. So we can see that she's definitely growing, definitely getting bigger and bigger every time we see her. She's, oh man, I don't even know, probably 5 feet, 5.5 feet. She's getting up there. Still definitely getting pretty, she's definitely getting thicker, but she's not putting on a ton of weight that fast, which is really good, because I really don't want to get her too big, have health issues later in her life. And as we can see, she definitely loves to explore and just make things really difficult to be on camera with her. So I had her out on the floor earlier. Where's she at? There she is. So we had her out on the floor earlier, and she loves to go back behind the other cages and try to wrap her, or try to climb her way up, which is not something that I want her to do, because there's wires back there and I don't need her to break anything. But man, she is something else. Try to put her on the floor right now, see if she can see what she wants to do. But I'm telling you, this girl has been an amazing snake to have and to work with, and it's just definitely worth all the stress that she put me through and the beginning of when I had her. And really hope Mountain Dew turns out all right. I guess she wants to go back in her cage. So there's a quick cage walkthrough. There's some shed in there that I leave in there. Got to clean out some spots in there, but we just have some mulch, some sticks, and then some rocks, and then her little area to swim in and to drink water, which seems to be working out pretty well for her. She's really spending about 50-50 on the time on the dry land and then in the water. Really, mainly she's been going in the water just to poop and pee, which is almost daily. So changing out the water and stuff is a chore in itself, but it's definitely rewarding and worth it to have a very nice, calm, docile gray anaconda. So we'll just go look through a couple of the boas, and I know you guys see them all the time, but if you're new, maybe you guys will like what you see. I'll only show you guys some of them. The smaller boas, I do have some larger boas that I'm not going to take out on this video, but maybe in another video I will, and I've taken them out on previous videos. But we'll just start with the Jungle Hypo Pastel. She's a 2019, and she's on rat pups, eating them very well, no regurgitations with them, and digesting them well. Most of the time, boas breeders keep their boas on mice for the first year. Then after the first year, they swap them over to rat pups, mainly because their stomachs handle the rats a lot easier after a year old than before that. And so before that, it's all mice, which is not a bad thing. I did have one of my snakes regurgitate because I put her on rat pups too fast, but she's on mice and not having any issues. So she's looking really good today. Nice oranges. I really like the stripe on her. She's got a lot of speckling on her as well. And every time she sheds, she gets more and more, which is awesome. I like the snakes that do have the speckling on them. It just makes them just a little bit more unique and just a little bit different than all of the other ones that you would normally see. So if you have not watched the last couple of videos, Mountain Dew has been sick and doing everything that I can to help her out. She's on a couple different types of medication. Well, one medication and then one, it's a supplement for hydration. So took her to the vet, had every, test run for parasites or bugs or anything like that in her, and everything turned out to be clean. She did get a deworming. It was only like $10, so I said might as well, better safe than sorry. She got swabbed both ends to see if there was anything wrong with her. The only thing that came back was she has air in her intestines, which was causing her to regurgitate possibly, and then her not wanting to drink water. So giving her oral supplement and then an oral medication is what I'm doing now for the next 2 weeks, which is very, 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 very difficult to do on a snake that does not like to be force-fed, or I've never force-fed. I've never given any snakes any type of medicine. So this is the Da Vinci growth breeding and prime conditioning. I'm giving her this every couple of days along with the medicine that the vet told me to take, and this stuff is awesome. Like if you guys have snakes that aren't eating or drinking or look dehydrated, or maybe coming out of breeding season and you've overbred a male or something like that, that will definitely help them out. So her skin was extremely dry, like leather. It was cracking. It felt like sandpaper. Just gave her 1 or 2 doses of the Da Vinci stuff, and as we can see, she looks extremely nice. She still doesn't hate me. She doesn't hate me yet for giving her the oral shots and stuff like that. So basically, I just have to give her one of these in her mouth, and it's not pleasant for either one of us, but to get that air out of her stomach, you know, it has to be done. So hopefully once after the 2 weeks and I can feed her again and everything is working out well for her. But again, everything came back on her tested negative with parasites or bugs or anything like that. So again, she is a 2020. This is a 2020 Moon Glow. So she looks really, really good. It's the albino and the hypo and the anery. So really, really nice snake. Excited to see her grow up. And she's actually pretty big for 2020. So we'll see what happens with her in the future. I haven't seen too many things happening with the Moon Glows. Some people have added Motley, some people added Jungle. I think an IMG would be an awesome addition to that. And then we have the male over here. My first male that I ever got. 2020 male Snow. And he looks really, really good too. So this is just like the Moon Glow without the hypo. So both of these should change colors as they grow up, more or less as a vibrant yellow, and then a lot of white in the saddles, and then a lot of white and purples in the tail on him. So hopefully he can be a breeder for me in 2 years. I know it takes a while for a lot of these boas to grow up and to breed. The females are minimum 4, and then the males are minimum, I think 18 months, but a lot of people do wait the 2 years. And this is female, IMG, hypo, motley, jungle, and she is 100% het for Snow. So we can pretty much add anything we want in there with her and make some awesome babies in 3.5, 4 years. But she's a good snake. She got her from John. I got my Snow from John. And then I got my Jungle pastel hypo from John as well, as long as a couple other snakes that are not going to be in the video. So nothing really new in the room, other than a couple updates on Mountain Dew. Just waiting for John Chosmer to have all of his babies here in the next couple of months. Boas and ball pythons. So going to be picking up probably just 2 boas this year, another female, and then another male. So, and then female ball pythons, and then in another year I'll try to get more male ball pythons, try to breed them, and then we'll go both routes as things go on through the future. And with the room, I really want to get into just to kind of see how the breeding stuff goes. I'm not going to say I'm going to be a full-time breeder at all, because I mean, you probably have to at least have 500 to 1,000 snakes to be sustainable, to quit your day job and all this stuff, and then have the the clients and the potential to sell, which is not easy. From what I'm seeing, it's extremely stressful, and I just don't know if I want to go through all of that. But I think a couple clutches would be nice to have for myself. Like if I can't buy them, I'd rather just make them because it would save me a ton of money on their initial purchase. But of course I have to feed all of them as well. So I do have to feed all of these ladies right here, other than Mountain Dew because she's on a 2-week wait. And then I got to feed the ball pythons as well. So hopefully you guys didn't mind just seeing a couple of the boas over and over again, because there's really nothing new in the room as of yet. Still waiting on my ARS rack, and that should be here, I don't know when. But if you guys are thinking about buying one, I would buy one soon because prices are going up on everything, and even the rack systems. So hopefully you guys have an awesome day and enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.